So Bible warns us against lying. If you like to lie, see, it's just better you just say the truth, okay? Because lying, whenever you lie, you have to look for another thing to cover up the first lie, look for something else, and trust me, nobody will trust you with anything because you don't have integrity. So lying makes people not to have trust in you because you lack integrity. Do we understand that? Okay, so with that being said, let's go dig the wisdom that is packed in the book of Proverbs, chapter 12. I'm reading with the ERV translation. That's the easy to read version of the Bible. Open your Bible. Let's go dig this wisdom together. Okay, so let's start from the first one, from verse 8, and it says, "You praise people for their intelligence, but no one respects those who are stupid." So if you want people to not really to praise you now, but then to see you as someone of substance, someone who knows what he or she is doing, you got to be intelligent. How do you become intelligent? Most people will say, do not watch films, do not watch movies, because before now, I thought maybe whenever you sit in front of a TV to just relax and chill out, you are wasting your time. That's how I feel most times. I feel so unproductive whenever I catch myself in front of a TV, a television. But I can tell you for free, no, no, because there are some shows, some things. If you watch the meaningful one, if you can feed on the right materials that can help you become intelligent, apart from reading books, reading your Bible, there are other things you can watch, you can do, to help you gain knowledge, to help you gain wisdom. That's make you become intelligent. Okay, so you know yourself, you know the area where you're lacking, where you need to develop yourself, develop your mind. I recommend you feed on materials that will help you become intelligent. Okay, that will help you gain wisdom so that you can become intelligent. Then the next one is verse 9, and it says, "It is better to appear unimportant and have a servant than to pretend to be important but then you have no food." This is for those who loves to wear designer's bag, designer shoe. I'm not saying it's wrong, no, but when you're wearing it, don't carry a bag of $100 when you can't afford $10. Do you get me? Yes. So if you must carry a bag of $100, be sure that that bag can carry at least nothing less than $150 at least. Okay. Don't use all your money and invest it in acquiring things just to pretend to have arrived, just because they say you should dress like where you're going to, then you spend all that you have looking like where you're going to, forgetting to become who you want to be. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, because that's why most times you see some some business people. I'm from Nigeria, so in this part of the world, you see business people who don't, they may not even have up to $100,000 like with them, but then they are worth more than, I don't know how to put it so that you can understand it. They are worth, say, like 100 million, but you won't see them dressing like someone who is worth that amount. That's what the Bible is saying. It's better you bring yourself low and have things, have value, than to bring yourself high and then there is nothing to show for it. It's not a good one, trust me. So again, it says, "Good people take care of their animals, but the wicked know how to be cruel." If you don't want to be this wicked that I'm talking about, but many people say, "Oh, it's just an animal." No. Bible say that good people know how to take. Don't stab your animal. I know someone who does not take good care of the animal, and trust me, they themselves don't even look good. So you don't know, if in fact if you see some lapses in your life, apart from checking on your loved ones, your finances, check the way you treat animals, especially your pets. Very important. Then verse 11 says, "Farmers who work with their land," sorry, verse 11 says, "Farmers who work their land have plenty of food, but those who waste their time on worthless projects are foolish." So whenever you hear someone, you ask someone, "Oh, what are you doing now? What did you say?" "Oh, I'm working on something." It's better you say, right now, nothing, I'm trusting God, or just say, I have something I'm planning to do, but then there are people who, whenever I'm working on a project, I have a project year in, year out, 10 years, 5 years, I'm working on a project. I have a project, and then you see them wasting money. In fact, it is better that you wait on God in prayers. Let Him tell you what next to do than using your resources, your finances, your time to invest in things that are worthless. Because I know there's no way you're going to know that these things are worthless. You're not a spirit, you're a human being. So for us not to make more mistakes, it's advisable that we go to God in prayers and find out from He who knows tomorrow, who knows our end from who knows our tomorrow from today, who knows our end from today. Ask Him, this thing I'm about to go into, what is it going to be like in the next 5 years? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my finances? Is it worth my resources? Ask Him and He will guide you. Then again, um it says again, verse 27, lazy people don't get what they want, but riches come to those who work hard. The same thing the Bible talked about earlier. It says that, okay, yeah, we discussed that I think 2 days ago, that if you do not work, if your hands are lazy, you will be poor. But when you work hard, you will make wealth. Okay. Then I skipped a part, verse 25. It says, worry takes away your joy, but a kind word makes you happy. Worrying, the Bible says, it cannot add. I know that most of us just can't do without. As humans, yes, we are going to worry about what to eat, what to wear. It's normal. It's okay to worry, but don't allow that worry to take away your joy. The joy of the Lord should be your strength at all times. I understand how it feels to be overwhelmed. I understand how it feels to sometimes question God's love for you, question if He sees you, if He even hears your prayers. I understand how all of those things feel. But then, in the end, the joy of the Lord should be your strength. No matter what, do not give devil that place that he's looking for, because he's looking for a place in your heart, in your life, to take away God's promises. He brings the atmosphere of feeling overwhelmed and takes away your. Don't allow him to take away your joy. No matter what, your joy should be intact. Your joy in the Lord. Hold on to it. Okay. It says again, 26, good people are careful about choosing their friends, but evil people always choose the wrong ones. Now, most of us, as adults, it's not the same thing as making friends as a kid. When we're little, we can easily talk to, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's so easy for kids to make friends than it is for adults to make friends. Yes, so now as an adult, you can easily, flow with someone, but that doesn't mean they should be your friend. Personally, I take my time to choose my friends. You know, Before now, I call people, everybody, I call people my friend is my friend. But later, I learned that not everyone can be your friend. Yeah, so I'm telling you now that not everyone can be your friend. You guys might align your purpose, your values, whatever might, click and all of those things, but there is still a need for you to go back to God in prayers and ask Him, God, this person who is coming into my life, this man, this lady, is he the one you want for my life? Is this person supposed to be in my life? Should he or she have access to me as a friend? Very important, because the more grown we are, the more prone to evil we are. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so I hope you've learned something from today's taking of wisdom from the book of Proverbs, chapter 12. And if you feel the need to go read more, definitely I will encourage you to read the whole chapter, and you might see one or two things for yourself that we're not able to dig from today's episode. Okay, so with that being said, so please consider subscribing, like, and share with your friends, and I'll see you in our next one.